Welcome students. In this competitive series, today we are going to discuss very important topic, that is charge flow in a part of circuit due to switching. So as you can see, I have four capacitors, 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, and in lower branch it's 2 microfarad and 1 microfarad. In between these two branches we have switch S, and all the capacitors are connected with the battery of 27 volt. So our motto is to find out, when we switch on or when we close this switch, what is the amount of charge that will flow through this switch. So that is very important problem related to your competitive exam for IIT JEE. So what is the method we actually follow to solve this type of problem? First of all, we have to find out the charge flowing through the different branches. For that, if we look on the circuit, then this looks like 1 microfarad, and there is another capacitor 2 microfarad, and there is another branch 2 microfarad, and this is your 1 microfarad. Connected with a battery of 27 volt. This is the 27 volt. So first of all, we have to find out the charge flowing through different branches, because charge will flow same. As you can see, each branch having 1 microfarad capacitor and 2 microfarad capacitor. So in series we have capacitance 1 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2 for the upper branch, same will be for the lower branch. So this series capacitance is equals to 2 upon 3 microfarad. And what is the charge flowing through this? Charge we can give Q initial, that is flowing through each branch, is equals to 2 upon 3 into, that is the capacitance, into potential difference. So Q initial is your 18 microcoulomb. This is the charge which is actually flowing through each branch of the circuit. In this circuit, when switch is open. Now what is our next step? As switch is closed, what will happen? Just remember, this is the Q initial that is flowing through each capacitor in upper and lower circuit or upper and lower branch of the circuit. So Q initial we have, I will write here this Q initial, which is your 18 microcoulomb. Now I will erase this circuit. As switch is closed, then how it looks? So the circuit will looks like this, means 1 microfarad and lower 2 microfarad, they will be now in parallel. So we know that in parallel capacitors are added directly. So we have 1 plus 2, which becomes 3 microfarad, and similar case will happens to the next. There is 2 microfarad and 1 microfarad in lower portion, which will give you 3 microfarad. So this total potential of 27 volt will get divided into two equal parts, 13.5 volt, 13.5 volt across this first and 13.5 volt for the second one. It means we can say that across 1 microfarad of this portion here, the potential drop will be 13.5 volt. So I will say that across one microfarad, charge will be charge across 1 microfarad will be equals to capacitance, which is 1 into potential drop, that is 13.5. that will be same for upper as well as for a lower. So it will give you 13.5 micro coulomb. This is the new charge on the capacitor 1 microfarad. Here this is the charge Q1, which is your 13.5 micro coulomb. What about the 2 microfarad? So for 2 microfarad, which is your Q2, I am taking this is your Q2. Q2 is here. So which is equals to capacitance into potential drop will be same. So that is equals to 27 micro coulomb. This is the charge. So if you see what will happen here, this 13.5 micro coulomb charge will flow through this, whereas 27 micro coulomb will flow through this. And for the next circuit, here Q1 will be again 13.5 micro coulomb, and for this 2 microfarad this will be your again 27 micro coulomb. Then imagine at this junction there should be 27 micro coulomb charge along this side. So from here we get only 13.5 micro coulomb charge, and other 13.5 micro coulomb charge will come from this side. So now we can say here total charge initially was 27 micro coulomb, but it get divided here in two parts. One is 13.5 along this side and 13.5 along this side. So now you can say that the charge will flow from A point to B point as switch is closed, which is your 13.5 micro coulomb charge. Charge flow, I will write here, charge flow from A to B as switch is closed will be 13.5 micro coulomb. That is the answer. So this is the way here we can find out the amount of charge passing through the wire after switch is closed, or passing through the switch when switch is closed. So this type of problem is very important for IIT Advanced, so keep in mind. There is one more problem which is also very important. While we do switching, there is change in flow of charge, but there is production of heat in that circuit. So how you will find out the heat produced in the circuit? So let us see, we have another problem. In this problem we have taken 2 microfarad capacitor, 1 microfarad capacitor, again 2 microfarad capacitor, which is connected with the 10 volt battery. Initially switch is closed between this 1 and 2. I will name it 1. This is your 1 and this is your 2. After some time we disconnect it from 2 and we will connect 1 and 3. What happened in the circuit and what is the heat produced due to this switching in the circuit? So what is the method that we will follow? First of all, we have to find out the equivalent capacitance of the circuit. So C equivalent is equals to, because this 2 and 1 are in parallel and this 2 microfarad which is linked with 0.3, that is your in parallel. So total equivalent capacitance or total capacitance of the circuit will be 2 into 3 divided by 2 plus 3, which is equals to 6 upon 5 microfarad. This is the equivalent capacitance. And you must remember one thing, when you disconnect 1 and 2 and you connect it with 3, there is no change in equivalent capacitance, because again we have 1 and 2 in parallel and the initial 2 microfarad will be in a series. So there is no change in equivalent capacitance. It means change in internal energy of the circuit will be 0, because there is no change in a equivalent capacitance of the circuit, and total potential that remains same. So what is the method now? First of all, we will check when switch is closed between 1 and 2, then amount of charge that is flowing through this 2 microfarad capacitor. I am taking this as a Q1 here. This is Q1 positive, negative, and this will be positive here, this will be negative, this will be your positive here, this will be negative, right? So initially we have to find out the Q1. So how you can find out the Q1? If you check this, the circuit is like that. This is your Q1 is equals to, that is C equivalent, means we have to find out the total charge. The method, shortcut method, we use it for that is your, if we have two capacitors like this, I am writing here, two capacitors are here, this is your C1, this is your C2, then what is the amount of charge flowing through this C1, which is taken as a Q1, and this is your Q2. The formula is very simple, that is your C1 upon C1 plus C2 into total charge. This is the total charge. So here C1 is your 2 microfarad and this is your 2 plus 1, which becomes 3 into the total charge flowing through the circuit. What is the total charge flowing through the circuit? You can find out it easily. We have total capacitance, which is 6 upon 5. We know the potential. So total charge, I will find out this total charge here. I will write this Q total is equals to total equivalent capacitance 6 upon 5 multiply by total potential, which is your 12 microcoulomb. This is the total charge. So I will write here 12 microcoulomb. So by solving it, we have Q1 is equals to, which is your 2 into 4, which is equals to 8 microcoulomb. So initially what was the charge associated with the plate here, this one, this plate, it was plus 8 microcoulomb, and other 4 microcoulomb was going in this direction, which was associated with this plate of a 1 microfarad capacitor. So this is the initial condition. Now what happened when switch is shifted? If we took switch shifted from 1 to 3, then what happens? So I just disconnect it from here and I will connect this 1 and 3. So switch is now like this. I have connected this. So there is no need of this branch now, this branch that we have taken. Now you will see the total charge will flow through the capacitor 2 microfarad. That Q total was 12 microcoulomb. It means in second case, when switch is shifted from 1 to 3, the whole charge will flow or whole charge will get associated with the plate of this initial 2 microfarad capacitor, right. So I am writing here, now it is T total, so which is your 12 microcoulomb. So Q final which is associated with this is your 12 microcoulomb. Now what about this? What is the change in charge associated with each capacitor? I will write that total change. So what is the change with first capacitor, which is your 2 microfarad capacitor? First one, I am taking this first one, right, and this is your second one capacitor, second one here, this is second one. I will write here A, I will write this B, and this one is your C capacitor. So what is the change associated with the capacitor A? So delta QA is equals to, that is where initially it was 8 microcoulomb, finally it was 12 microcoulomb. So I will write here the change is your 4 microcoulomb. Now what is the change associated with the second one? So I will write the change associated with the second, which is your 8 which is your 1 microfarad capacitor will be equals to, what will be the change? Now we will check from here. In second case what will happen? If you see this now becomes negative, this part of the capacitor, this plate becomes negative and this plate becomes positive. Now what is the charge flowing through this? So you will check here, now it is minus 4 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb. Initially it was plus 4 microcoulomb, right. So here again with this, now it is negative, it remains negative, it becomes positive. What is the charge associated with C capacitor? That is again, that has been decreased. Initially it was 12 microcoulomb, now it is 8 microcoulomb. So charge associated with B is equals to, final charge is your minus 4 microcoulomb and initially it was 4 microcoulomb. So if we took only the magnitude, which is equals to 8 microcoulomb. So I will write here, this is your 8 in charge with the capacitor C. I have given name it C. So that is your, again initially it was 12 microcoulomb, now it is your 8 microcoulomb. So change associated with the third capacitor, again it is your 4 microcoulomb. So we have calculated the changes in charges. This is the first change, and this one, there is one another change with this capacitor and this capacitor. There are 3 capacitors. So I will take next slide to discuss it. The charges that we have calculated, one is your delta QA, which is with first was 4 microcoulomb, change associated with B capacitor which is of 1 microfarad is your 8 microcoulomb, and third one, that is your 4 microcoulomb. Now what is the heat generated? So there are 2 methods to solve further. One is you apply just heat theorem, work done and heat, we can say that energy, work energy theorem. According to work energy theorem, heat produced is equals to work done minus change in internal energy, change in energy of the capacitor. So heat is equals to work done, because we have this delta U is equals to 0. So we can find out the work done. What is the method to find out the work done? We know it very well. Work done is equals to change in charge multiply by potential. So I am taking just change in case of one capacitor, which is your initial capacitor, with 2 microfarad, right? So work done is equals to, because battery is giving some extra charge to the circuit, or we can say it is giving some charge to 2 microfarad capacitor. I am taking previous slide, you will see it this. So we are just taking change in charge of this 2 microfarad capacitor. Okay, so I will write here, the calculation will give you, this becomes 4 microcoulomb into 10, which is equals to 40 microjoule. What is the heat produced? We can write it directly, 40 microjoule. That is your answer. So this is long way to solve the question. First of all, we have to find out the change in charge, and then we can apply the work energy theorem, right? So there is another method, method number 2. Method number 2, here we have calculated the change in charges and we have to find out change in charges, then apply the formula of a heat. So heat is equals to summation I is equals to 1 to n, that is your delta Qi square upon 2C. You have to take it for each capacitor, right? So I am taking first capacitor, that is your 1 by 2, change in charge it was 4, right? So 4 square, I am not taking this micro, one will get cancel out with the capacitor and other will left. So we have, this is your micro square, you can write it later on. So this capacitance was 2 plus other was 1 by 2, 8 square upon, that is your 1, plus 1 by 2. What is the change associated with third capacitor? That is again 4 square divided by 2. So when you solve it, you will get 16 upon 4 plus 64 upon 2 plus 1 by 4 into 4. So you will get it, this is cancel out, this left with 4. So we have final result 4 plus, and this is your 32. So 4 plus 32 plus 4, which is equals to 40, but 1 micro will left with the calculation, so that is your 40 microjoule. So there is another way to calculate the heat produced due to switching. So this was the question, which is very important as well. So you can try the heat produced in case of the first question we have solved, just to find out the change in charge. You will try it. Okay, goodbye.